Head coach Jonathan Gannon has come out and provided us some very crucial information about our franchise quarterback, Kyler Murray. Let's dive right into the latest update from Jonathan Gannon about our franchise quarterback, Kyler Murray. And are we going to see our rookie cornerback make his debut versus the Los Angeles Rams? Let's dive right into it. Alright guys, welcome back in. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. Make sure you follow me on all my social platforms. Everything will be in the description below. Also, don't be one of these guys who love to hover around the channel. Just subscribe it up. It's absolutely for free. And for the people out there that has been asking for Diamondbacks content, I got you covered. Alright, everybody, let's dive right into it. Let's talk about the Arizona Cardinals heading into week 6. Now, if you haven't taken a look at the most recent injury report for the Arizona Cardinals, there is a laundry list of different players on there that has started from the beginning of the week until now. Right now, the only real player out there that has been already ruled out for the Arizona Cardinals, that is safety Jalen Thompson, which is going to be a huge blow for the Arizona Cardinals secondary. And obviously, we are kind of wearing thin in the secondary. Obviously, Marco Wilson, Keitrell Clark ended up getting benched last week, so we're going to be having to roll with, Kayvon Wallace and other people that we might have here in the depth chart for the Cardinals. So a huge blow, but we've been seeing people on their injury report like Marquise Hollywood-Brown, Keontae Ingram, Jonathan Ledbetter, Majay Sanders actually ended up getting removed off the IR list. So there is a lot of changes here coming up for the Arizona Cardinals moving forward. Now, like I said a little earlier, the only person that's been ruled out for the Cardinals as of right now is Jalen Thompson. Now, one of the biggest things to talk about here is Garrett Williams going to be making his debut for the Arizona Cardinals heading into week 6. Now, listening to the coaches, it might actually seem like Garrett Williams might be making his debut this coming week, which is definitely going to be something that we're longing for here for quite some time because of us wearing very thin here in the secondary. It would be nice to see a rookie cornerback come in here and hopefully make some plays for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, last week when he was removed off of the IR, there was already an announcement and a report that came out on Friday saying that he is not going to be practicing or suiting up for week 5. But as of right now, the Arizona Cardinals haven't mentioned anything about Garrett Williams, and hearing the coaches, they are very highly optimistic about him this coming week heading into week 6. So definitely that would be a player to watch for Cardinal fans, is being that we're going to be seeing Garrett Williams and hopefully Majay Sanders as well, which is definitely a highly anticipated second year player for the Arizona Cardinals. So hopefully TBD, and we're going to be getting some of these players starting to make some plays for the Arizona Cardinals defense, because let's be honest, we can definitely use all the help we possibly can get on the defensive side of the ball. Let's dive right into what Jonathan Gannon has said about our franchise quarterback and when he expects to see Kyler Murray come back on the field. Now, I do hate that we are here at this very moment, that we're basically getting every single little breadcrumb and trying to dissect it or look at it with a magnifying glass, because honestly, I think a lot of Cardinal fans right now are really anticipating Kyler Murray to come back, and we're hanging on to every word. But this is basically the most recent update here from Jonathan Gannon about Kyler Murray.
We know, we know that Kyler will practice when he's ready to practice. How much is that decision linked to being confident that after the 3 weeks is up that he will be ready to play in terms of when you bring him back?
Good. That's a really good question, Howard. It plays into it, but it's not the deciding factor. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like I said all along, we have a plan of how we kind of when we want to open his window, and that's going to come from him first. But I like where that's at. He's improving every day. That is a part of the equation, but that's not the end-all, be-all. Like, you have to play in 3 weeks when we open up your window. That's not the case. That's not how we're treating it. So there's all kinds of different scenarios where he might play a little quicker, it might take him a little longer, and that's okay.
Absolutely a very, very good question here asked to Jonathan Gannon, because let's be honest here, I think a lot of the questions that we've been hearing is that when is Kyler Murray coming back, right? I think we really needed to give Jonathan Gannon a very specific question because he was already ready to shut that down, right? But honestly, the question was very good, and it basically said that, are we waiting for Kyler Murray to be, available within the 20 days, or like what exactly is the plan, right? Obviously, Jonathan Gannon didn't give us too much, but he did say a couple things, is that the 21-day window is not contingent on when he is coming off of the IR, and the fact that Kyler Murray, it's going to be kind of his decision. Now, honestly, I think he's saying that, but he also does mean that the management as well as the training staff, everybody's got to get the clearance on when Kyler Murray is going to be able to officially come back, because although we all know Kyler Murray is chomping at the bit to actually come back on the field, we're still kind of waiting for him to be be removed off of IR, right? And when he starts practicing, that is the 21-day window here for the Cardinals to possibly elevate him into the 53-man roster. Now, for example, if the Cardinals do not elevate him to the 53-man roster when he already starts practicing and that 21-day window already, goes away, then he is forced to be on IR for the remaining of the season. So it is very important to really listen into what Jonathan Gannon actually had to say in this most recent press conference, because he said a couple things, right? Obviously, Kyler Murray's chomping at the bit. He wants to come back, but it is honestly not so much his decision, but he does have a play into basically giving the Cardinals and Jonathan Gannon the go, right? Like, hey, I'm ready to go. So there's a lot to kind of dissect into that, and also the idea of we're not really waiting on the perfect time, because the Cardinals still have a plan, right? At least they've been saying that time in and time again, is that the plan is already laid out, and I think they're just kind of waiting for that week to come about here for the Arizona Cardinals. So to me, although yes, there is a little bit of things to dissect in what the most recent comments from Jonathan Gannon is, we still haven't got a defined answer. And honestly, right now, I don't think we're very much expecting that as Cardinal fans, but honestly, anything is better than nothing, right? Kyler Murray's trending in the right direction. It is going to be his decision kind of to decide to come back and be removed off of IR, but the 21-day window is absolutely important, because the moment he starts practicing, that clock starts ticking and the 21-day window is officially open. And if he's not activated to the 53-man roster, he needs to stay on the PUP/IR list for the remaining of the season, and I don't think that is going to happen. I think the Cardinals have a true plan on when they are deciding to activate him. As of right now, TBD, ladies and gentlemen, but tell me what your guys' thoughts are on Kyler Murray. Do you think we're going to see Garrett Williams next week? Let me know here in the comments below. I appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day and go Cards. First, a word from our sponsor. The Arizona Sports Fan and FOCO has partnered together to get you guys the best deal we possibly can and save money on your Arizona Cardinals merchandise. If you haven't heard of FOCO, basically it's a website that is licensed through the NFL that gives you anything Arizona Cardinal merchandise. If you're looking for glasses, some apparel, some shoes, anything Arizona Cardinals, you're able to get it here on this website. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to be an Arizona Cardinal fan, because right now you can use my promo code AZSports, all in caps, at checkout, and you can get yourself 10% off. Please keep in mind that there is some items on this website that do not qualify with my promo code, but you will be able to go ahead and find the most of the items on there. You will be able to use my promo code, and that goes for all the NFL teams out there, right? If you're not an Arizona Cardinal fan, no worries, I got your back. Use promo code Arizona Sports today and get yourself a discount off your latest NFL merch.